Hello everyone, welcome back. So we are still at the place that we left you last week. We've just been here for like 3 days with the flood, and then Dean had to like fix a couple of things which I'll show you in a minute. So yeah, we're still here, but I thought I'd do a fun little time lapse because I haven't done one in a while of us like packing up, getting ready to move on to our next place. Let's go. And we're done. Starting the van up, and we're going to Berat, and that's what's happening. Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm going to show you what Dean has done DIY wise. So the back step was coming off, so he's had to put like glue all along there and up the side because like the wall was coming away from like this back step there, and then so you can put stuff like that into the bathroom. And out of loo roll, he's had to glue all the way down the side and then all the way down the back because like the back wall was literally coming off of like the joins here. So yeah, looks real cute now. Yep. Dean's just going to find someone to pay for this. And look, there's the castle that we're about to go to. So this is Berat Castle.
It's like a massive, you've got people still living in the castle grounds, which is pretty insane.
We haven't actually read any information about it yet, so when we do, we'll let you know. But right now, this is what we get. It's literally like, there's like houses and guest houses, and you can stay here, there's like hotels and stuff.
Just some like ruins around the outside.
Yeah, very cute. So we had a little coffee, we read a sign, and the castle was never actually built. All of the walls started built in the 6th century, but then it just, I think there was like a wall or something here, and then it obviously then stopped and never carried on, so the actual castle was never built, but it then got inhabited by the locals of Berat, who then built like houses and stuff, and then nowadays it's still inhabited by said locals. Who have obviously now just made like a living out of it, making like hotels and shops and stuff. Got a little postcard, as always. So yeah, very interesting. Obviously we don't tend to do like much research on this kind of stuff. We quite like to just sort of see something like this, turn up and then read the information when you're there, whereas like we're kind of finding out now that you can't really do that if you want it to be like good enough. Like obviously we would never have come here really if we knew there wasn't like an actual castle.
No, I'm glad.
So that's on us.
I'm glad we have popped in to see it. Oh,
yeah.
Hang on a minute. Car going past. I'm glad we have popped up to see it.
Yeah.
Because we can say we've been here and done it.
Yeah. And Berat, it looked really lovely. Like we didn't go into the actual town. Apparently there wasn't really much there, except from a market.
One market, yeah.
And we're just a bit marketed out at the moment, and we can find that anywhere.
The lady from the campsite said that it's doable driving into Berat with a camper van. that you recommend walking from the campsite, which was like a 40-minute walk.
Yeah.
And it just didn't seem feasible really for us.
So
But we've got a long boy drive ahead of us.
yeah, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like, we're finding with a lot of Albania, when you come to these little towns and stuff, I'll let the car go. Yeah, when you come to these little towns, it's then just an absolute ball ache to get out and to get anywhere else where you want to go. So like, it was the same when we went to Krongji.
Yeah.
You kind of had to go like right back on yourself to go back around on the main road.
So yeah, we got, what is it, roughly
it's like a
between
2.5 hour drive.
3 hour drive today. Which
So
I've had my double espresso, so
we're ready to go. Look what's been growing under our sink. A lovely onion.
So we're going to leave it, and we never know, we might have our onions.
It's a little onion garden growing. So we've arrived at our park up. I've got a cozy because it's right in the mountains, so it's really cold.
A bit chilly.
Dean's cooking us up a lovely vegetable thing. It's going to be great. And we are catching up on last night's I'm a Celeb. We literally bought a VPN specifically to watch I'm a Celeb, and we're making the most of it and watching Bake Off as well. But just realised I came on here to tell you where we actually are right now. I never told you. We are at some thermal baths. Ooh. We got here when it was dark, obviously, so we're not going in today. Stay tuned because we will be going in tomorrow. And we both realised we'd never been like this close or like on like tectonic plates before. So I think that's how like the thermal baths are created, through like the tectonic plates and stuff. So yeah, there's like a canyon stuff here, so we might stay here for a couple of days because it's a really nice park up, and there's like loads of other campers as you would have seen. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. So I'm very excited about the thermal baths. Apparently they're really warm. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is what we've woken up to today. Look how amazing. And it is boiling.
Warm.
It's
Very
so
warm.
hot. And the baths are just over there, as you can see. There's like hundreds of other campers here. Quite a lot have left this morning actually. But then also about the
was a
same
lot
amount have
I don't
joined.
know, it was definitely a lot busier last night when we pulled up.
And I think we're just about to go for a little wander.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at the baths, get in a bath.
I am not ready to get out and get in a bath right now, but
I am.
he's born ready.
Always ready for water, definitely when it's warm.
Yeah. Nice. I am now out. Dean is still in. But I feel like I just need to explain why I was so nervous if you don't know me. I'm terrified of frogs, and we saw one. I'm gonna start crying again over in one of the other pools, and now I'm just really nervous around like all of them, even though this one's like really man-made. Is why we came to this one. And there's like there were loads of people here before, and we kind of just wait for them to like leave.
But you've been in now.
Yeah, and I knew I'd regret it if I didn't go in, because they're like natural springs, and like, yeah, I never know if we're going to be able to like experience this again. So yeah, that's why it was a massive deal for me to go, go in.
At the end of the day, you can now say you've experienced being in one. So.
Yeah, I've experienced it. Just gotta experience things. I want to say as well, when they say about that it smells like eggs, I always assumed it would be like rotten eggs, because it's also like the sulphur and stuff, and it's not. It's like freshly boiled eggs, soft boiled, with a bit of salt on top. That's what it smells like. So if you ever were wondering what like sulphur hot springs smelled like, that's it. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
We've left the other place. My eyes look so blue. We've left the other place, and we've driven like an hour and a half this afternoon, to Juri, and there's a castle, which is, I think it is. I was reading it. Which is, you're gonna see the sun, but it's up there. We need to like walk up to it. Hopefully it's an actual castle this time. I think it is.
We have to pay for this one.
We have to pay for this one. Yeah, that's normally a good sign.
We've done our research. We actually know we have to pay for it.
It's a 12th century castle, and that is about all I know. Let's go. There's the castle. We just walked up a big boy hill. That's not even.
It was like that.
Just that for ages.
It was like that.
Oh my god, this hill has killed me. Oh my god. Can we ask on the way out if we can get a ticket? This tank is a Fiat. Sky's great grandfather. Or grandmother, you know, don't be. Jesus.
Inside the tank. This is your old bakery down here. Liv doesn't fancy coming down. Understandable why. It's a bit dodge. It's very warm down here. Look at that. It's a bit wet. You stone there, Liv.
Oh, it is a bit wet. Oh, it's cavey vibes. It's cavey.
I don't know if you're gonna like this. Come to come to here.
No, I'm not going to.
Look at this. Oh, this is dark. I can't even see in there. It'd be good if I had a head torch, but I don't. That goes on forever, and I can't even see in there. Fun facts.
Fun fact. The last prison to close in the castle. And it closed in the 1960s.
Did it?
Yeah. And the castle was run over the years by the Italians, the Greeks, and then by the dictatorship after World War II. I read things. Wow, this plane is mad. So this plane was landed near Tirana in World War II, and there are like 2 different stories behind it, and they don't know the true story. One of them is what did I say?
Read it.
I know. Oh, one of them is that it's from America, and that the pilot got lost in fog and was running low on fuel, so just had to land the nearest airport he could, which is near Tirana. And the second story is from the Albanian communists, and they believe that Albanians captured the pilot because they thought he was an American spy. How cool. Yeah, and no one knows the true story, so believe what you want, I guess. So, fun fact, this area here, you'll be able to see it, I'll show it a bit better in another clip. Back in the 17th century, it was just like rows and rows of houses, and this was like a busy, like bustling street. And then when like the castle kind of like fell, the houses were then knocked down. But now it's still used, and they have like a yearly folk festival here on like that dome, and there's people all in like the field. It's so sweet. I love the fact that it's still used. Now you might be able to see it a bit better, like where the houses would have been. How lovely. Is it?
Yeah. Steps up in it.
Like that.
Like that. Underground.
So these were actually like workshops of like artisan people where they sold their goods. So, I know you were wondering it. How do they get water up to the castle? Well, Dean, I'll tell you. Originally, they had massive like water cisterns on the bottoms of all of the, like every house had one, and in the castle they had like a huge cistern underneath where they stored all the fresh rainwater, and they had gutters and stuff going to it. I don't think gutters is the word they used, but they were basically gutters. And then in the 1600s, this guy thought, how else can we get water here? He built a massive viaduct, which apparently you can still see behind the castle, so we're going to try and look for that. How interesting. How amazing. That castle is so interesting. I just feel like we keep going to these places and we think we're going to be reading the same information.
And it's all totally
And it's
different.
always different. It's so interesting. Like this castle, which I didn't mention, still had a king living in it during World War II, King Zog. How cool is that? And it was used during World War II as like a bomb. What did I say? Like a bomb home.
Like a bomb like shelters. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, so they're like housed with bombs and stuff in there, which is really cool.
I think the different thing with this one is it had all the old guns, all the old cannons.
Yeah, it had so many things
All
that was
that kind of
actually
stuff.
used.
I definitely found it more interesting as a bloke because that had all that kind of stuff.
The only
But-
thing that was sad about it was that there was a lot of construction happening there at the moment.
Yeah.
So a lot
at
of
the
it we
wrong time
couldn't
of year.
actually go in, which, yeah, we're travelling off season, so like we're finding that everywhere, to be honest.
In season, I think that would be absolutely immense. You could see loads of it.
Yeah.
The only thing you have got to watch out is the fucking reckless drivers coming up and down. I like that.
So yeah, now we are just going to do the long walk back down the
It's a
hill.
12-minute walk, and it's downhill.
It's really
this time.
steep though. And we need to do a food shop. We found our shop for Albania, which is Big Market. We love Big
Yeah,
Market.
Big Market's good.
And
Won't be
then,
long, and we've got Italian shops back.
but I know we actually haven't spoken about that yet.
We haven't.
Dean wanted to go through the tunnel, but then the lights stopped.
Perfect if I had to carry a head towards your pocket.
Yeah, because everyone does that. This is the cute little road we walked up. We thought we'd walk back the same way to show you guys and to get some pics. So, successful shop. We saw it, I showed in the last clip, and we were like, oh, it's tiny, but it goes like really far back. But I do want to say one thing. If you're coming to Albania, basically you expect all of the supermarkets to not really have a meat selection. You have to go to a butcher's if you want that. and they don't really sell veg inside, but they'll always be somewhere near outside that will sell veg, and it'll be like a separate vendor. So like this place, there's the veg on the front, and then you go through the front door.
And all the veg places,
they're like independent.
They're independent and they're only cash. Like you'll never find any card.
To be honest, the majority of Albania is cash. We've even struggled with like petrol stations and stuff to find one that will actually accept card. Like they probably have a card machine, but they just don't really want to use it because of the fees and stuff they have to pay. So yeah, top tip if you come to Albania. Handsome boy coming to get our tickets for the car park. Paid in dog food. Oh, look how skinny he is. Here's our park up, and that, oh wait, yeah, that's Corfu, is it not? Yeah, I think so. Or is that Corfu? That might be Corfu.
I think that's Corfu.
And that is just more Albania.
I don't know, does it look like that was Corfu?
No, it wouldn't be this close. Yeah, it's that over there. Yeah, it's that. That's Corfu. You say that over there. How lush, got like a private beach. We found these crisps and we've been seeing them everywhere since Croatia. And they're like peanut butter flavoured.
But who knew that peanut butter and mayo? That's quite nice.
Swimming in the sea mid-November. Not me. So we're just on a little walk watching the sunset. It's so pretty and we thought we'd make the most of it. You never know when the last good sunset of the year is going to be, so.
And also, rock pools, look at them.
He loves the rock pool. But yeah, we're just going to end this video here. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's going to be a very busy next couple of weeks because we're going over to Italy next Sunday.
It's mental really because our plans have changed that much for anyone who didn't roughly know our plans. To think that now it's not going to be a couple of months until we're in Italy, it's now next week.
Yeah, literally. And then after that we've only got then 3 months till we are back home because of Schengen and everything. So yeah. Kind of just Italy and France, then we're back home then.
And then travel the UK a little bit.
And the UK. How exciting. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. All of our socials are down below. And subscribe, hit the like button, leave a little comment because I'll always reply to them. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Take care. Hard baps. Cards.
Base, the buttery biscuit base. Woo! Thank you.